Hello, I'm glad you came to watch my video. I'm Ron, and I am bringing out my geraniums from winter storage, and I'll show you what I am going to do with them. Actually, I think I'll start with this little one here. This one I put in the garage in November, and I stuck it in water and actually forgot about it. And I went in one day and looked, and there had blossoms on it. And this was in, I think it was February. And those blossoms are still there. They're starting to kind of fall off now. But look at that nice root system. It's really grown some roots on it. So I am going to plant that and see what kind of plant it gives me this summer. Get some dirt ready here. A little bit more. We'll just stick this right down in here. Make a happy little plant. Then I'm going to take off the blossoms, which will help it produce more leaves and blossoms. So that one's ready. That's a start from last year's. This one is also a start from last year. And I'm not sure about it, but I'm going to cut a couple of pieces off from it. It doesn't look like much. It may not last, but we'll find out. See, it's not much on there. And I did water them all earlier today. So we will see what that one does. Then we've got this big one. And this one looks kind of nasty. Got a couple little runners that look like they're dead on there. And I'm going to try something and see what works. I'm going to clip this and just stick it in this here water. And maybe after the video I'll dump that water out and get fresh water. But I'm going to leave that in there and see what it does. Then I'm going to get rid of all the dead leaves. Clip it back here and there where it's not looking too healthy. Most winters I put them in the garage back under a bench and they don't get much light. This year I didn't get them back under our bench, and so they got a little more light, and I'm not sure if that's why they've grown so in the wintertime or not. But it's a heated garage so they won't freeze, and we'll see how this one does. I think it's going to blossom and bloom. I see some new little leaf here and starting, and I think it's going to go okay. We got all the dead stuff taken off from it. Well, we're getting it off anyway. We can get air down in there and begin to grow again. And I think I'm done with that one. Just water it and let it grow. Here's another one. This one did pretty good in the garage. no blossoms, but it did pretty good. That's a piece that looks dead, so I'm going to clip it off. Looks dead up here, so we'll clip that one off. And there's a leaf that's looking pretty decrepit, so it's going. Take off the dead stuff. There's a weed growing in there, of all things. I didn't plant the weeds, but they're growing anyhow. And I think that one is just going to be just fine. It looks pretty good. Here's a dead piece that needs to come off. That needs to come off. But I think it looks pretty good. There's a broken one there that I probably broke. All right. And then we have this one. It's looks pretty bad. But I'm going to clip it off. I'm going to clip this one off right here. And let the rest of those green leaves on there. Get rid of all the dead stuff. Alright, there's that one. I'm going to let that one just like it is. And I think it's going to grow and produce some nice flowers also. Another big one. These big ones I've had for several years. And I do this every year. I've never had one bloom in the wintertime like I did this year. So I don't know if it's because I put a little fertilizer on them in the summer, or if it's because they went back underneath a bench where they were out where they could get more light. I don't know. You can tell me what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to show these plants again in a couple of months or less, whenever they start getting flowers and looking good. I'll show them to you again. All the old leaves out of here. Ones that look like they're not too healthy, I'll get rid of them too. Doesn't hurt to break them off. It seems like it makes them more bushy. They start coming back in again. So I think that one's finished. This one is one that might not make it, I don't know. It looks pretty bad, but I'm going to give it a chance. Clip that off. It's got a little leaf coming out right here. You can see that. And that means life, and I think that means it's going to grow. Clip that main one off that was kind of dead. And this doesn't look like much at all. Looks like it's dead. But because there's a little green leaf right here, and this here is alive, I believe it'll grow. One more big one left. And this one I'm going to do like I've done before. I got to get some more dirt. And I am going to plant a piece of this one right in the dirt. With no water to start with. No water jar like this. Just dirt. So, long and leggy, we'll clip this off. And I'm going to cut that right there. And I'm going to stick it right down in here. Get some dirt around it. And I'm telling you, it'll grow. There it is. We'll give it a little bit of water. Get it off to a good start. And that should root right in the dirt and it'll grow just fine. Okay. Take some of these off. Actually, I think I'll do another one like that. Clip that off. Give that a little squirt of water, and we should be good. Any of these that are broken have to go. This one looks bad, it goes. Bad leaf there. Broken. In fact, I'm going to cut this one off. Plant another plant. Dead leaves out of this one. I'm gonna put a little extra dirt in this one. It's almost like the dirt's coming away from the plant here a little bit. So we'll give it a little extra dirt. That's broken, it's gotta come off. Alright, I think that about does it for my geranium. Now I got something else I want to show you. I love these cutters, and I got them, but I needed a way to carry them. So, since I'm a leather worker, I made myself case. Carved a tree, put an owl in it. And I put a clip on the back so it can be clipped right onto my side when I'm ready to come out and work in the garden. It's right there. Take them out. Put them back. There we go. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you got some enjoyment from it, and I hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.